Good morning, Keyforge players, and this is a Swindle leaderboard match between Eccoedo and JDG314. There'll be a link in a card right now to link you to the explanation video and overview of the decks if you want to watch that before the match. If not, enjoy the match. This will be a best of 3 game because JDG defending a spot with 3 wins. Apologize for any cat background noises when they come, and they will come. I need to open hands, otherwise I won't see them. Okay, seems like Eccoedo mulliganed something before I got to notice what it was. Yeah, so opening hand is a mimicry. Yeah, oh, there's a mulligan here too. Wait, I'm confused. What happened? Oh, they opened with the discarding cooperative. I have no idea what happened. Okay. And Furnace came down and purged some stuff. Wait. Oh, they started with a wild moment into cooperative hunting. Okay, that makes sense. JDG Folk Bank, Mimicry the Mindfire to discard Charib this. Oh my god, they are playing fast. Okay, I'm guessing this is not gonna be high on commentary because I can't keep up with this. I'm gonna guess logos here. Yeah, okay. Starting to get a good for this game. Whew, that was weird. Oh, that Positive Bolt and Twin Bolt killed both the creatures. The question is, do they want to do that? Do they want those creatures into the discard pile? Game Reminder is going to bring some stuff back, and also just this deck is incredibly fast, so it will just cycle it. Yeah, they decided not to kill the Infernus to make it harder for Eccoedo to bring it back. They did kill the Cyberclone though. Amorpho Captura comes down with a Scylla. JDG is gonna play Mars probably. There's only gonna be captured 2 from the Hypnotic Command. I wonder if they will decide to hold it. There's also the Myretics backup, which I'm guessing is gonna go on one of those grabber jammers. First grabber jammer, second grabber jammer. Yep, 2 Amber captured on Infernus from Eccoedo's side. Biomantrix backup left to play on the Doctor Eccoedo. That's interesting. Probably for the library access turn. Eccoedo goes Saurian, plays Axiom, plays Dinosaurus. Can exalt it to kill. It does indeed exalt to kill. And rapes for 1. So there's a bunch of logos here, and I think that's probably the play. You can also play Telega and Mimicry, but I don't think this discard pile has anything good enough to Mimicry right now. There's an Implosion, you could kill something, but I don't think that's a good call. You will have a hard time protecting the Telega. It will just die, basically. So yeah, Logo seems like a good play. Might still want to keep the Dr. Eccoedo in the archives for the library access turn. What would you phase shift into? That's a tough question. Might hold the phase shift. I think I might hold the phase shift here. Yeah, well, let's see what JDG does. Definitely interesting to see what they decide to do. Model definitely comes down. Dr. Eccoedo came from the archives. Titan Mechanic comes down. And phase shift into the Implosion now is not a good idea. Like if you started with that, you might want to just do that as the first play. I guess you could play the Sagittarius Gaze or Mindfire. Those two seems like good options. No, they played the Implosion. So yeah, it would have been better to phase shift Implosion first, I guess, and then you would have to be able to keep the Dr. Scooter. Lithologica comes back with another Lithologica. The Eclectic Inquiry, Master of Theory does nothing, and Eccoedo used one of the pips from I think the Master of the Theory. It used the damage pip from the Master of the Theory to put a capture Amber on Demosaurus. We got a full moon with a Hunting Witch and a Teliga. I guess you want to cover up the Titan Mechanic flank. Oh no, I think there's gonna be a key charge here. If you play the Teliga on the right, you can key charge. If you play it on the left, you can't. Oh, you could play it on the left and still... Okay, so JDG opted to pay one less for the key, and Eccoedo allowing Eccoedo to also pay one less for the key. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think Eccoedo's deck is faster and has more Amber control, so might not have been a good idea to give them an extra Amber. Saurian coming down, Curse of Vanity on the Hunting Witch, and I guess you're gonna want to kill both the Teliga and the Hunting Witch here. Yeah, those have to die. Okay, there's some Logos here. I think playing Logos is probably best. You have a board of 2. It's a delta of 4 either way, but I think that Logos you could also like fight that. The Dinosaurs will steal one, so you might not want to do that. You do get to look into the hand, and you get to cycle 4 cards anyway in Logos because of the Sloppy Lagwalk. They choose to go Mars. I guess they want the Ether Spider to disrupt Eccoedo's ability to generate Amber. Yeah, the Ether Spider comes down. They decided to protect the Mother, which I guess Mother is valuable, but I think that the Gamma Jammer is more valuable in this specific matchup, so I would have probably put the Gamma Jammer on the other side. Mark of this coming down for Eccoedo on the Mother, and there's a Grim Reminder here that is being able to grab either Logos, which will be the Cyberclone, or this, which will be the Infernus, and there's literally nothing else in the discard pile. They played it on the Cyberclone. Yeah, that makes sense. Lots of valuable creatures here on the board you want to grab. Now they play Logos, which doesn't make much sense to me because they have a Squawker, John Smith, with a bunch of Logos creatures here. Yeah, I don't know why that was the decision. Psychic Bug reveals Lithologica, Spoil of Battle, Qmek, Steering Grave, and Professor Terato. Nothing in this hand is very terrifying. Spoils of Battle is going to be able to capture 4 Amber, which is something. So you're not going to be able to fold this turn. Although if they did go Mars on their turn, I think that would be Reap 3. 4 from the Squawker, 5 from the John Smith, Reap 6 from the creature it readies. Yeah, that would have been like 9 Amber, which is close to a fold, but not quite there. Sloppy Lagwalk archives a card which was a John Smith and discard a Dominator. Oh, it's we can see archives when spectating now. That hasn't been the case in the past, so that's really nice. Library access came down. Okay, I see what they're working towards. Okay, so there's the IG, and if you get a bunch of amber on the ether spider, then you can IG and steal a bunch of amber. Okay, so this deck has some hidden intricacies that I didn't quite appreciate. Cyberclone comes down. Will it purge the ether spider? No, it purged the Titan mechanic. To force them to pay one more for the key. Okay. I underestimated JDG's deck, apparently. It is quite formidable. You can go untamed here and bounce some stuff and mimicry to kill something else. That's probably good. You can still do the Mars turn because Squawker is still in hand. That can be quite a big reap. You could go lower stern, but I don't think that will get you very far. Oops, close the hand. Okay, they're going untamed. Mimicry. Ooh, they can mimicry Grim Reminder. I don't know, the draw pile is empty. Discard pile is empty, so they can't. Well, they can, but they don't want to. There is also Neurosiphon. That's interesting. They decided to make mimicry mark this. Yeah, that's probably good. Force them into Saurian. And Nature's Call, I guess the Scylla back to hand. This might be game? No, it's not game. There's not enough amber generation here. The Scylla, the Cinder, and the Professor Terato. One from each house. Which of the eye comes down, which Eccoedo will have no problem dealing with, which is in Blast from the Past. Theos and 2 and Blast from the Past Exalt, Cinder.
אני יודע, אז היא לא שלחה את השחרור, כנראה עדיין מחכים לחתימה.
Alright, looks like Spoils of Battle came down and captured a bunch of amber. Time for the John Smith shenanigans. Scylla is gonna disrupt this fun a little bit. Maybe that was why they didn't do that at that turn back then when I said that was a good idea. So maybe Scylla would have disrupted that. Yeah, okay, Squawker on the Dominator and fight into Historical. No, that put into the cinder, and grabber jabber for the historical. Okay. And Marauder reaped and died. Alright, alright. Mindfire hits Twin Bolt, which steals one. Cinder comes down. Umbra Fiend captures one. Steering Wave gains an amber. No, it does 1 damage to the Ether Spider. Okay, now JDG is gonna probably wanna interdimensional graft, I'm guessing. Interdimensional graft draws into phase shift. That is amazing. No targets for mimicry because Eccoedo just shuffle. Which is definitely unfortunate, but you play the phase shift anyway and draw a card. Positron Bolt. That comes down, that can kill the Fiend, which will steal one, but then you will get it back from the graft, so that would be a good opportunity to kill that Fiend. Now it goes on the other side, deals damage to Scylla. There's a sloppy lab walk in hand still to play in the Logos turn, Logos LA turn. Draw a card first. I'm guessing that cooperative hunting might be discarded. Doesn't really matter what you archive here, I'm guessing. The mimicry is good because you definitely don't want to phase shift into it. The archive card was the mimicry, the discard card was the marauder, not the cooperative hunting. And phase shift into the cooperative hunting, that makes sense. And able to kill Scylla. And then place it after Scoterra for 1 amber. And draws into a Hypnotic Command, which is not going to do much now. Oh, and a Psychic Bug. Opponent has the Neurosiphon, Mutagenic Serum, Implosion, Frost, Dr. Torato. Yeah, I don't think Eccoedo can stop the Forge here, even with Frost. They're gonna go Logos and see what they can do with the Neurosiphon. I don't think this deck has any kind of phase shift or anything like that. Yeah, this is a good game. I'm trying to capture a bunch of amber, but it's not enough. Off to game 2. Let's see if JDG can repeat this game. Let's reveal hands. Okay, there's a Lithologica Master Theory in hand here. Mark of this, Infernus. Maybe not stuff you want on the start, but the Logos start is fine, so I'll probably keep it here. Other side has Mimicry, which is not a great start either. Yeah, but I guess they're both keeping it. Nope. JDG mulligans. Lithological comes down and takes an Odd Cloud in hand. John Smith comes down, Marauder, and the Hypnotic Commander doesn't do anything, and now Master of the Theory is gonna be massive. Archiving 2 cards. Delicious. Delicious goodness. Now, and only archives 1 card because only archives 1 card because they decided to play the Lithologica first, I think, and that had a damage clip on it. What happened though? Oh, the Neurosyphon. They played the Neurosyphon first and put the damage on the John Smith, which made the Master of Theory only archive 1 card. So possibly a slight misplay there. Double Mimicry now. That is very interesting. The opponent's discard is full of stuff because of the Lithologicas. Mimicry, Neurosyphon, steal 1. I guess Mimicry, Neurosyphon, steal 1 again. Or you could Master the Theory, kill your own Marauder, and archive 2 cards, which is also very nice. Yep, that's what happened. 1 damage with the Master of the Theory on the Marauder, and then archive 2 cards. Very nice. I'm guessing they want to archive the Interdimensional Draft and possibly the Titan Mechanic or the Key Charge. Those are both good options. The question is whether you want to keep more cards for the future, or cycle more cards, or keep your archives of the same house. Question: so I use the damage clip to destroy my creature, but I don't get to archive anything? Oh. If there are no friendly creatures in play, you may archive. Now we have a bit of a ruling question because apparently DCO did not let JDG archive cards. I don't know if I have the capacity to judge this. Okay, Eccoedo said archive. So I'm gonna ask anyway. I'm gonna ask anyway. In the host channel in theory with, if you play a Master of the Theory with a damage pip to kill your own last creature, can you should you be allowed to archive cards? TCO doesn't let you do it. Maybe Neil is awake. I don't think anybody's awake right now. Okay, we are continuing the game. Archive 2 cards. The choice was Marauder and Key Charge. Okay, that's interesting. I guess they saw that Eccoedo is close to a Key Forge anyway, and they decided they want to graft. Infernus purges library access and plus the command. How did the library access get to the Discord file? Was there a Mindfire? Yeah, oh wow. Mindfire library access and then purge it with the Infernus. Oof, that is rough. Some Mars coming down to increase key cost by 1. I guess hoping to interdimensional graft for more, but a mark of this forces JDG back into Mars. The question if they can kill. Oh, they killed the Grabber Jam. They killed the Grabber Jammer, but left the Ether Spider up with the Amber. But JDG has another Grabber Jammer, which saves them from this awkward situation of being forced into Mars and not being able to interdimensional graft. Yeah, that also almost went very badly for JDG, but they got out of it with another Grabber Jammer. Soyan comes down. Definitely gonna do some damage here. Sagittarius Gaze, put some more amber on the Ether Spider. This is dangerous though. You don't want to kill the Ether Spider because then you get grafted, but Eccoedo is careful not to kill the Ether Spider, so JDG cannot graft for more than 1. They can graft for 1 with the Titan mechanic, but not more than 1. The other option is Untamed, which lets you put down a Fog Bank behind Teliga and Witch of the Eye, which we know is not going to help much because there was an implosion on the other side of the board, but JDG does not know that, so they might choose to do that. Yep, Fog Bank comes down. Teliga, Witch of the Eye, and now Eccoedo forges first key. Now the question is, do you play this for just implosion to kill the Witch of the Eye? What's in the discard? Those mimicries in the discard. You probably want to kill the Witch of the Eye with the implosion, but let's see what Eccoedo does. They might decide that the delta of the hand plus roll of 3 is not high enough to kill the Witch. It is a very interesting decision. I'm hoping for a win for Eccoedo so we can get the game free because this matchup is awesome. Yet another amber on the Ether Spider and implosion kills the Witch of the Eye. Now there's 10 amber on the Ether Spider. JDG definitely wants to hold that interdimensional graft because if that Ether Spider dies, that graft is gonna be big. They do have a sloppy sloppy woke loop. I don't know what that is. Sloppy lab work in hand, so they can archive the interdimensional graph. Wild Homeworld, Twin Bolt Emission. Ooh, they can kill their own Ether Spider. Will they do that play? Kill the Ether Spider. What a wild wormhole. What a wild wormhole. This is why I love wild wormhole. Okay. Graft. Gonna take 5 amber. That is beautiful. Slowly Lockbook gonna archive the burn discount and cooperative hunting probably. And that puts untamed creature in the archives, which along with the potential of hunting witch, mimicry, full moon and the key charge that is already there could be significant. Yeah, the ancient bear indeed went there. There's a hunting witch in hand now, but looks like hand is mostly logos. Eccoedo is, however, oh no, I thought uses interdimensional graph. Okay, I didn't play it. Steals one, plays the Rato, plays a QMech. Well, Eccoedo is on 2 keys, so this might be challenging for JDG to come back from this, but there's still options. They can go logos now and archive that hunting witch, and if they fall to this turn, they might be able to burst for the last key with a hunting witch and a key charge. That would be quite a spectacular ending to this match. However, it seems like Eccoedo has quite a bit of capture in hand with a city-state interest and a big board, so that might not be a forge here. I mean, it's definitely not going to be a forge here, right? Eccoedo is acutely aware that there's a key charge in the other deck, so better to keep all the amber low and not let the JDG get to the 3rd key. Eccoedo decides to take archives manually. Amorphic Captura, City-State Interest, Axiom of Grisk as well. Oh, okay. And Sports Battle, and all the amber is on the is creatures, yeah. So that's what I was talking about, I think, in the deck video. If they can stick a board with amber on it, JDG does not have a board clear, and the mimicries cannot copy a board clear because there's no board clear that can kill your creatures with amber on Eccoedo's side. It's a very difficult situation for JDG. I am not sure there's a way out of this. But they're thinking, they're trying to find a way. They have not given up yet. I have a tingling sensation that we have gonna have a game 3. Which is fine by me, because this matchup is pretty cool. JDG racking their brain trying to find out. Plays Moss. Does not take the archive. Builds up a little bit of a board. And keeps the irradiated amber in hand because that's pretty much the only way they can clear their opponent's board. Old Claude reaps draw a card. Professor Drato reaps draw a card. Humic reaps. Cinder reaps. Oh, they did all the reaping. Wait, what? How did... Oh, there's like academic training. Okay. Academic training. Purge. Yeah, and I think this is game because JDG cannot forge 2 keys in 1 turn and there's no way for them to stop that 12 amber. But they can forge 1. Probably. I'm guessing. It didn't count actually. No, there's just 1 creature. Oh, but there's a full moon, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's exactly 1 key. Okay, so full moon, hunting witch. Also, they can bounce something of the opponent, which will be more amber. So that's more than 1 key. Three amber left over, but that game goes to Eccoedo. And we're off to game 3. Exciting. Yeah. Ooh. How do we think that game 3 is gonna go? It largely depends on Eccoedo managing to build a board. Eccoedo manages to build a board and especially put a lot of amber on it. I think that gives Eccoedo the game. And since Eccoedo's deck is pretty fast, it's a good chance that will happen. JDG, however, has some tricks up their sleeve. We've seen in game 1. It can go fast, can generate the amber. The Ether Spider can be quite annoying to deal with, as well as the Gabber Jammers. Oh, not looking at hands. Whoops. Okay, we have an opener of some Logos cards, purging one of the Gabber Jammers. Was the Gabber Jammer? No, it was a mother. Yeah, okay. Gabber Jammers coming down. And John Smith, and where does the Biomatic Backup go? I would put it on the Gabber Jammer probably, but it's tempting to put it on the John Smith for the Squawker. But you can't know. Okay, so last game, game 2, Hypnotic Command came out real early for JDG and then got purged, and a Mind Fighter hit the library accent that got purged too, so maybe that's what caused the game win and not the board. I don't know. There's an Hypnotic Command coming down for free, which is definitely a thing. Put it on Claude. Can't really kill all those creatures, so gonna read for free, I'm guessing. There's Logos with a phase shift. If JDG is gonna be able to keep this board, that's gonna be very, very much game over very, very fast. But looks like Eccoedo is doing the Logos play again, very much hoping to kill some of those creatures by fighting. Can't let that big of a bolt stay up. That's a delta of 5. Can't do that. Academy trading on the Cyber Clone. Draws 2 cards because of Professor Terato, and they did not fight. That is very interesting. That is quite interesting. There was no fight. They let JDG keep a delta of 5. And JDG can kill Terato and generate 4 amber, which is not nothing. There's also a possibility of going logo space shifting into Nature's Core and disrupting that hand. Okay, he reveals the hand. They now know that there's a spoils of battle and a frost. I'm guessing that what they want to do is bounce Clyde, Terato, and the Psychic Bug for the extra pip. There are also Twin Bolts, which I'm gonna put on Cyberclone and I don't know what else. Phase Shift, Nature's Call. Here it comes. Yep, exactly what I said. Psychic Bug comes down. Dr. Escotera, Twin Bolts kills a few max and 2 damage on the Cyberclone. And JDG is off to the races. Eccoedo has a big Saurian hand, which is definitely gonna help produce some pressure. Oh, there's more cards in this. I'm very confused. There's something going on with the resizing of the window. It doesn't work quite well. Yeah, City State and the Frost and the Spoils of Battle pretty much captured all the amber. Now JDG is gonna have to deal with this board. And as always, the opponent's discard pile doesn't have a lot of creature control. Maybe one implosion can help. You could kill the Frost, which would get you 2 amber. Yeah, you probably want to go untamed here, I guess. Or you could just play Mars and Irradiated Amber. Oh yeah, that's something. Lose 1 amber because of this Sharibad and kill the Frost. Very important to kill the Frost. Oh, and sacrifices to kill the other one and loses another amber. If they did it in the other way around, they only lose 1. So tiny misplay there. But they go back to 12 and they have dealt with Eccoedo's board, which we said was important. Eccoedo, on the other hand, has mastered the theory now and can archive a bunch of cards. The question is, do they want to? Master the theory archives 4 cards. And goes check. There's a bit of silliness here with the scroll bar and this resizing. The window cannot be resized, so I keep missing it when the hand goes beyond 6 cards. Time for Untamed. Do you hold the key charge here? Eccoedo has used most of the amber control in the deck, like the big amber control cards. What did they play? Neurocypher. Hunting Witch, and they key charge now. So they do not hold it. So they are not going to be able to key charge for the last key unless they cycle their deck. Good chance library access turn next turn. unless they want to dig a little deeper into the deck. Eccoedo going down with some this. Does Mark of this forcing back into Logos. So there's definitely going to be a library access deck until next turn. Umbra Field. Damage on Escotera. Implosion. Probably want to kill that Psychic Bug. And maybe your own Fiend. The Infernus didn't come down yet. So I wonder what's gonna get Green reminded. This is just a Fiend, Frost, Cyberclone. Green reminder Saurian. So it took back some world creatures. Yeah, that makes sense. Logos is forced. The draft coming down, and if they draw into the Titan mechanic, which I think is still an option, no, it is not. But the Hunting Witch is still alive. Possibly there's no creatures in Logos anymore. Yeah, there are no more creatures in Logos. So they're not gonna get anything out of that Hunting Witch. Leaderboard. Not sure what you want to archive here. I didn't notice there's a Mormook in this deck. Mormook and triple Gravel Jammer. That's quite something. Something got discarded. The Ancient Bell. What got archived? The other Mars card. Eccoedo forces second key. Graft one over. Needs to stop a forge. They have a Morpho Captura, so they can do it. Oh, also they have the archives with lots of soaring creatures. So lots of soaring creatures coming down right now. Not that much capture though. Basically, mostly the Force needs to die. I think that Untamed could do the job here. Eccoedo just do Infernus, so unless there is a reshuffle, and that doesn't seem likely with 4 cards left in the draw pile, JDG is gonna need to generate 8 Amber in order to win, plus kill the Frost, which does not seem possible with the current hand. Oh, they can do it in Mars. They could Gravel Jammer, Squawker, Fight into. Oh no, there's the Chariot Dis, which will stop the Forge. They're going Mars anyway. Oh, there's another 2 creatures in the archives. Ether Spider definitely gonna put some pressure on their opponent. Gravel Jammer coming down. Ready it to kill the Frost, I'm guessing. Marauder coming down. Yep, killing the Frost. I don't think that Marauder can do anything useful besides the Reap. And Eccoedo can stop only. No, they can stop with Logos. They can capture 2 with Logos. So they don't have to play the Infernus if they don't want to, but Shuffle is coming very close, so they might want to do that. Tough game for both those players. They're looking to edge out at the 3rd key. Eccoedo is currently behind, not being in check, and JDG threatening third key. Even if Eccoedo manages to get JDG off key, they need to make sure that they don't just lose the following turn. And JDG does have just a simple delta of 4 on the board, which could be sufficient. Eccoedo also has to deal with the Ether Spider in order to be able to find a win. Am I getting better at casting? I think I'm getting better at casting. Practice does help. I don't exactly know what Eccoedo has left in their deck, but they're likely gonna want to try and dig deep with Logos in order to find back the city-state interest or the spoils of battle. Onslaught draws 1. Eclectic Inquiry archives 2 cards, captures 1. QMech draws a card, shuffles the deck. Professor Terato shuffles the deck. Draw a card. Neurosiphon steals 1, puts it on the they generated a bunch of amber, did not capture it, which is, I guess, an interesting choice, because now there's like 8 amber on opponent creature, and JDG still has 5 amber in the pool. JDG has a cooperative hunting, which might be able to do sufficient damage to the opponent's board in order to survive this. However, Eccoedo drew back into the Frost, which is definitely gonna allow them to keep JDG off check another turn. However, that Infernus is bound to become useless right this turn, as I do not think... Well, yeah, Mars could come down again. And just reap for 4, I guess. That's an option. I think JDG did not quite appreciate the fact that the Infernus hasn't come down this game yet, and they might have chosen to shuffle if they realized that, I don't know. Eccoedo now needs to capture 4 or play the Frost, which will just increase the key cost by 4 if they use it to exalt. They also have a Curse of Vanity, so they could exalt with that. And there's Maximum of Risk, which will actually do some significant damage to their opponent's board, and they could kill the Ether Spider with Channibals. So actually, it is not the Infernus that is going to do damage here. It is the Saurian. More cards drew using the Mutagenic Serum, allowing Professor Dorato to be used on opponent's turn. Amber on Charbis. Another Amber on Professor Dorato captured using the Amorpha Captua. Histrocog kills the Ether Spider. Odd Claude draws a card by reaping using Terato. Maxim of Kiss comes down. And Force will stop the Forged. Force comes down, key cost increases to 11. Blast from the Past kills the last creature. And this looks like a win for Eccoedo. And I'm not sure JDG had much they could have done the previous turn to stop this. Saurian simply came down and established the board, and that was that. I think the lack of board wipe in Eccoedo's deck is the weakness for JDG's deck, which makes sense because the way the Swindle leaderboard works is that the challenger knows what deck the challenged is going to be playing and can pick a deck that is good against them. And seeing double mimicry, you can bring a strong Saurian board with no board clear, and you know that a Eccoedo deck without this is not likely going to be able to do that board. Also, you know the exact list, so that helps. There is no key charge to stop this forge from happening. There is not even a city-state interest or anything like that. Mimicry onto your siphon will draw the last card, but that last card is not a key charge, it is a positron bolt. The hunting kills something, doesn't really matter what. Yeah, oh, it's the first. And the game goes to Eccoedo. Okay, yeah, this was a pretty awesome game. Thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.